This is a story about faith and community, with ordinary people performing in an extraordinary way. Woodcarvers that act, farmers that sing, postmen that play the violin. This is the story of the world's most famous passion play, performed every 10 years because of a vow made 376 years ago. And it all takes place again in 2010 in the peaceful village of Oberammergau in Bavaria, an hour south of Munich. The Ammergau Alps in southern Germany have long been popular for holidays. Summers are warm and sunny, perfect for hiking along well-marked trails. In winter, visitors ski and board, go tobogganing and cross-country skiing. Local attractions include the Linderhof Palace, a country retreat built by King Ludwig II of Bavaria. On UNESCO's World Heritage List is the Baroque Wieskirche, the church in the meadows, a pilgrimage destination for 250 years. Also a pilgrimage site, the 14th century Benedictine Abbey of Ettal, with its 400-year-old brewery. Tradition is everything in Bavaria, and in Oberammergau that includes music with orchestras and bands, choirs and folk groups. Traditional dress is worn not for tourists, but as a matter of course. Apart from the Passion Play, the village is known for its skilled woodcarvers, who make exquisite Christmas cribs. Then there is the Lüftelmalerei, the frescoes that decorate homes ranging from religious to fairy tales. In this idyllic setting, it's hard to imagine life in 1633, when southern Germany was in the grip of war, poverty and the plague. That year, when the disease reached Oberammergau, the villagers prayed for deliverance and vowed to perform a passion play about the last days of Jesus every 10 years forevermore. There were no more plague victims, Oberammergau was saved, and the villagers have kept that promise for nearly 400 years. In mid-April, a year before the Passion Play season, locals renew that vow in the Passion Play Theatre. 2,500 are involved. That's half the village, one generation handing on responsibility to the next. Otto Huber, hotelier and expert on the Passion Play.
In Oberammergau, we don't play only theatre every 10 years. We also do plays in between. Our task is always to find young people so that we always are able to continue. You know, we need participants from all ages, older men, younger men, and so in between the 10 years we had those plays where we found out wonderful young people, and this was one part, and then we know, oh, this one is strong, and he is strong, and she is strong, and so Christian and me, we propose those. We make a whole casting. You know, there are 140 roles for those who have to act and to speak on the stage, and we propose it to the city council of Oberammergau, and they accepted. We will start this end of December, and with the main roles we will start in end of October, November, and for the singers, you know, the singers and the musicians, they start earlier. They start in September.
The roles are announced in the old-fashioned way, chalked up on a board outside the Passion Play Theatre. The current play lasts 5 hours. Written by Alois Deisenberger 150 years ago, the text has evolved over time. Deisenberger was the parish priest then, and now everyone involved has to be born in the village or lived there for 20 years. Even the famous director Christian Stuckel is a local, only 26 when he first took charge. Everything is made in Oberammergau, every stitch of the 2,500 costumes, each individually made and individually fitted for young and old alike. The scenery is also new, all built and painted in the village. 2010 is Christian Stuckel's third season in charge, and carefully choreographed crowd scenes are rehearsed right through the winter months. A hands-on sort of director, he gets the best out of the cast of thousands. After all, he's known them all his life, and he's fulfilled his childhood dream to direct the Passion Play.
So 2010 will be the third time for me. The first time I took part was in 1990. I was 5 years old and I was a child of the crowd scene. And in 2000, as a teenager, I played the violin in the orchestra. And in 2010, I will be Mary Magdalene. I thought to be in the choir, so it was a big surprise for me to be chosen as Mary Magdalene. So I work as a flight attendant, and for the rehearsals I will shuttle between Oberammergau and the airport, so it will be a little bit stressful. And next year I will get unpaid holidays, so I won't fly anymore and stay on ground in Oberammergau.
Eventually, all is ready at the purpose-built Passion Play Theatre. The stage and the actors are in the open air, but the orchestra and audience are always under cover. The logistics are mind-blowing. The wardrobe staff have to dress 1,000 actors for every performance, including 200 children. Christian Stuckel gives last-minute encouragement, as he does for every one of the 100 performances. The cast even includes 50 animals, donkeys, sheep, goats, from farms in the valley. With everyone in place, everything is ready. Time for curtain up. A new season gets underway. 5 hours telling the story of life and death, resurrection and redemption. A story familiar to millions around the world. Each season brings new staging, new special effects, such as special flashbacks that relate to stories and prophecies in the Old Testament. In Oberammergau, the Passion Play is in the blood. As many as 4 generations appear in any one performance. Some villagers have even participated in an astonishing 10 productions. But over the years, different actors are chosen to play different roles. In 2000, John was played by Frederick Mayet, who plays Jesus in 2010.
For me, it's a real, it's like a milestone every 10 years. In Oberammergau, everyone calculates in 10 years. You're talking about when have you built your house, when you got your children, your kid. So it's really a big part or a big thing being part of the Passion Play.
In fact, there are 19 major speaking roles, but each is played by 2 actors, taking it in turns during 5 grueling months with 5 performances a week. There are also 130 minor roles. Although these amateur actors grow up knowing the play, they draw on this experience and inner strength to perform like professionals. Actors run through the gamut of emotions, none more than those in pivotal roles. One actor who plays Judas in real life is the owner of one of the oldest hotels in the village. The emotions are real, as are the beards and long hair. There are no wigs. For 15 months, from Ash Wednesday the year before, men and women let their hair grow. Tradition is everything. The next generation is already following in the footsteps of their forebears. Some family names have appeared in the cast list for 4 centuries. New generations, new ideas, new explorations of an old story, using modern theatrical techniques. Even the most iconic images, such as The Last Supper, have been given new impact.